Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I have another Hoover. This is my wind tunnel self-propelled turbo power 7600. And before I go into it, this is a perfect example of the phrase, "it never hurts to ask." I was in my local vac shop, I think it was last week, I believe. Or the week before, I can't remember. I think it was last week. And I forget what I was in there for, it doesn't matter. And I saw this, and I'm like, and I asked him, I'm like, why is this thing in here for service? It looks brand new, like someone took it out of the box. I'm like, what the heck what could possibly, I mean, what could someone be bringing this in for? And it's bagged, so I figured the person has got some kind of clue. I mean, they bought a bag machine, so, and he's like, I think it just needs belts. And I'm like, what? I'm like, it looks like they don't even use it. And sure enough, I picked it up just out of curiosity, and I looked at it, and there's nothing on it. Like, literally, it looks like he just took it out of the box. And the brush roll looks brand new, as I will show you. Brand frickin' new. So, I said, just jokingly, I said, when you see the guy, ask him if he'll take $120 for it. And he called me back, and he's like, actually the guy agreed to $120. And then he was excited that it was going to a collector, apparently, and he brought in the upholstery tool, because I didn't even look at that the upholstery tool was missing in the back. And I called him yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, it was yesterday. And I said, hey, the fact that the guy brought the upholstery tool back makes me think that he's fairly organized, and he could put his hand on something in his house if you asked him where it was. So I'm like, ask him if he's got the owner's manual. Sure enough, like a half an hour later, the guy brought down the owner's manual, and it says purchased on 6/20 of 08. So it's before Hoover got really crappy. Sorry about you TTI Hoover fans, but whatever. And it actually says like turbo power, self-propel, and addition of the front sheet thank you thing. And there's that, and then he's got the original sleeve. And apparently he brought in a bunch of extra of the white allergen bags, and I told my dealer, I'm like, you can keep those. I don't use paper bags in anything, so yeah, there it is. Hoover Turbo Power 7600. Now, obviously, it's not the top of the line Turbo Power with the dirt sensor, but you know what? At this point in time, beggars can't be choosers. When I saw a mint non-TTI self-propelled wind tunnel Turbo Power, I've always liked the Turbo Powers because they're black. I'm like, you know what? I just need to not even be picky about the dirt finder feature. And I just jumped on it, and it's just kind of crazy how, if I hadn't asked, then this thing would have just been fixed up and returned to its owner. So all it really did need was the flat belt needed to be replaced. So yeah, it's pretty cool that this was obviously well taken care of, and I guess my guy said that they got a new Hoover, and the guy doesn't like it, so I think I got it just at the right time, and if I had waited, he probably would have taken the offer back and kept this thing. So, it's got the turbo tool up front. Tools in the back here. The cord, unlike my other one, is really supple. Even I guess that just happens with age on these Hoovers. My other wind tunnel, non-self-propelled, the deluxe, both of my wind tunnels, they have really stiff cords. So I think I'll treat this with my automotive grade stuff. I quickly wiped it down before the video, but it could still use a little bit more. So here is the rating plate for anyone that's interested. So yeah, really cool. And being a base model, the back wheels are actually rubberized. I know that on the Ultra models that had the non-dirt finder feature, they were just plastic. In the premium model, like my other green one, they were that rubber coated. So I don't know, I'm just like really excited to have it, I guess. It's a good piece of Hoover history. And it's a nice looking example of a Hoover wind tunnel self-propel in the black. It just looks really classy, and I prefer black things usually. Not always, like cars for sure. I only buy black cars, but that's a whole other topic. But this looks really good in black, whereas like on a Mila, I don't like anything on the Milas that are black, probably because they're not the top of the line. If they were the top of the line, I'd probably like them if they had more features. But I think the new rainbows, the Kirby's, the Filter Queens, the TriStars, the Eris, I think that they've all gone to black. All the door-to-door brands have gone to black. I think that's kind of nice. I personally think it looks classier, and especially it was about time Eris did it, because that whole white and blue, like, just shouted cheap to me. And not to mention that if you bought one from a display window, they were probably faded to yellow and blue. That plastic they used on some of their machines was just terrible. But I'm getting off topic here, so yeah, so it's a great machine. Not Hooverite, but I'm pretty sure, I know that this was like right around the time before they switched over to TTI, so it still has that plastic or fiberglass brush roll, and it has the good motor, as you'll see here in a second, or you'll hear, I should say. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm lucky to have this good example of a Hoover wind tunnel. I kind of regret when I got out of college I bought a purple one. It was the top of the line, and you know, I ended up just returning it to the store. I guess I kind of bought it to try it and not really keep it. I did one of those numbers, but I just remember thinking, it's just not something I'm going to use, and I just like brought it back. But now I'm kicking myself for it after seeing what has happened to this company and how they have terrible motors now and terrible brush rolls, and that's just my opinion, but I know a lot of other people feel the same as me. So just a really good cleaner, tons of suction power, and I know people have done tests with these, and I mean, they always got amazing results in Consumer Reports if you believe them. If not, well, oh well. But here, I'll turn it on and show you. It's just a really good machine. But you know, cleans really well. I can't stand the lines, all those little lines. I think it looks terrible, but anyways, it's a good machine overall. So, you know, definitely just a great machine. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.